and welcome. In this presentation we're going to look at calculating the principal, the interest rate or the time using the simple interest rule. So the equation to calculate simple interest, the interest equals the principal multiplied by the rate multiplied by the time, all divided by 100. Now I could use my algebra to rearrange this equation to make P the subject of the equation. I'll do that up here. So principal equals 100 multiplied by the interest divided by the rate multiplied by the time. Likewise, I could rearrange this equation, this one here, to calculate the time or calculate the rate. So these three equations can all be used with the simple interest formula, and they all are derived from this equation here. I equals PRT divided by 100. Right, we're going to look at three examples that calculate for either the principal, the time, or the rate. So, first example, the simple interest charged for a $5,000 loan is $3,250. What is the interest rate if the loan is for 4 years? Now, what I do is I list all my variables. My variables, I, P, R, and T. Now, and then I try and identify from the question what are the values. Now, the interest is $3,250. The principal, or how much did I borrow, is $5,000. The rate, well, what is the interest rate? Well, the question's asking for the rate, so I'll put a question mark here. And how long was my loan for? Well, my loan was for 4 years. So, what equation do I use? Well, I use the one with the R. R is the subject, and it equals 100I divided by PT. So if you look at the previous slide here, it's this one here because R is the subject. I'm trying to calculate R. So I'll just move forward back to where I was. Then I simply put the numbers in the equation. 100. The interest is $3,250. The principal is $5,000, and the time is 4 years. And that will give me an answer of 16.25%. Okay, I'll move on to the next slide. How much do I need to invest to earn $475 interest if the rate is 5% and the time is 4 years and 9 months? So again, list all my variables and what can I get from the question? So the interest is $475. That's that bit there. The question is asking how much do I need to invest? In other words, the principal. So I'll put a question mark for that one. The rate, 5%, and the time, 4 years. Actually, it's 4 years and 9 months. So the number of years will be 4.75. 0.75 because 9 months is 9/12 of a year. 9/12 is equivalent to 3/4, which is also equivalent to 0.75. So the equation I'll have is the one with the P as the subject. So P equals 100I divided by the rate multiplied by the time. And putting the numbers in the equation, I end up with 100 multiplied by I, which is my interest, divided by my rate, multiplied by my time. And that will give me a principal of $2,000. And this is the last question that I'll be doing. So, how many days must I invest $15,000 at a rate of 7.7% per annum to earn $950 interest? So again, identify my I, which is $950. My principal, that's how much I'm looking to invest, $15,000. My rate, my interest rate, well, here is my interest rates, 7.7%. And the time, well, that's what I'm being asked for, how many days? So the time is question mark years. So the formula that I'll use is the time equals 100 multiplied by the interest divided by the principal multiplied by the rate. So put the numbers into that equation, you'll end up with 100 multiplied by 950 multiplied by 15,000 times the 7.7. The time equals 0.8225 years. Now, is that what the question is asking for? Well, the question is asking for how many days. So what I need to do next is convert years to days. So in converting years to days, you would ask, how many days are in a year? Well, there are 365. So there we go there, multiply by 365, and I'll end up with 300 days. So until next time, good maths.